It's time for Olivia's MathS rant of the week.
Okay! First of all, math is officially supposed to be done at 8:50. 5:30 to 8:50, that's the official time. Class periods end at the 50 mark usually. But then the math department got together, lucky us, and said, you know, you don't need that much time in a class. We don't need it. So I never learned the actual time we're supposed to get out now. He didn't tell us. It was something blah, 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 blah. Something between 8 and 8:30 is my understanding, which means he always lets us out at about 8:30, give or take. Well, tonight, it was after 9. It's 9:15 now. After 9. That means even if we were doing by the old method, he still let us out late, which he did from the beginning. Ah! And then he asked us, am I talking too much? Well, duh. Because otherwise you would need 4 hours to talk about maths. Ah! Ah! Okay, I'm done.
Man, I love college. Hey, I love drinking. Hey, I love women. Man, I love college. And I love college. Do I really have to graduate, or can I just stay here for the rest of my life?
Sorry I look like poo. I had a long drive back today, and I just had MathS. If you're wondering why we keep calling it MathS, it's because there was this 4-hour segment from BBC about, it was called The History of MathS. And like, how awkward is that? Like, dude, if you're gonna shorten the word mathematics, make it easier to say. Not harder. Math. Just call it math like a normal person. Welcome to Zombie Apocalypse Week on 5 Awesome College Girls. This week we're talking about how we would survive if there was a zombie outbreak. Now, I had some ideas about how to answer the question of how I would survive in the zombie apocalypse, but, you know, pretty much all my knowledge is based on zombie movies I've seen, and I can't even pretend that's been a lot. So I kind of asked around, and here are a few of the responses.
I went to my friend's house because her dad has a gun shop.
I would go to my grandparents' place because they own 80 acres of land. They own lots of guns, and I've been shooting since I was 5.
I'm already a genetically mutated zombie, so it's a moot point.
I hope to be the first casualty in the zombie apocalypse because I just don't want to mess with it, you know?
Yeah, that sounds annoying. But awesome. And she rips sticks away. So cool. My first plan for surviving, I think everybody needs to pack themselves a survival kit. Because you just don't know what you're going to come across. So to build your survival kit, first of all, take any old backpack and get rid of all that stupid school stuff because you don't need it anymore. The zombies are running around. We don't go to school. Ouch. Okay, first item. Probably going to want some water. Throw that in there. And some juice. We're going to include fruit because we don't want scurvy. And also I love fruit. It's delicious. And non-perishables like peanut butter and bacon bits that I happen to have lying around for some reason. Oh, and trail mix. Trail mix, you can never go wrong. You're going to want a flashlight for all those dark spaces. And for me, this is just personal. I'm big on my hygiene. So I've sensitive skin. Body wash. Don't laugh at me. Toothbrush and toothpaste are coming with. Deodorant, so I don't get too stinky. Give away my position. Bring in my nasty glasses that you're not going to see because, let's be honest, my contacts aren't going to last that long. They are disposable, so I will need that. My meds, because I have to take them. And just in case I get a cold while I'm running from the zombies, I can't fight zombies when I'm sick. That's just ridiculous. And I will also include things to keep me sane, like Dr. Horrible's sing-along blog. Okay, you're ready to go. Run from the zombies. Oh, another thing I was going to include here but don't happen to have on my person is adult diapers. That sounds silly, but you don't know how long you're going to have to camp out. If you're going to be, you know, sitting there for a long time while the zombies roll by, you know, you don't want to have an accident. Just saying. And of course, you're going to want some weapons. I don't happen to have those. They're not allowed in the dorms. But guns are good. Knives if you have to, which may come in handy simply as a tool. But you're going to have to fight them off. Some other zombie fighting tips. Try to blend in with them. You can paint your face, or just use a zombie mask if it's convincing, and imitate their walks, their moans, or groans. It worked in Shaun of the Dead. I also really liked Zombieland's survival tips. My personal favorite is the double tap. Just be sure they're dead. Just be sure they're down. You don't want that coming back to haunt you. Really don't. I think the most important thing to remember in the zombie apocalypse is have fun. You know, things may be different and some things may be for the worst, but you don't have to go to school or work. You know, back to the basics, just survival. There's some beauty in that. And also, you're killing zombies. Oh, and final thought, I know Zombieland is awesome, love that movie, but don't try to survive on Twinkies. You want to be decent health fighting zombies. I wish you the best of luck in your survival, but please note that we're not going to team up. I'm slow, but I will trip you. It's time for Olivia's movie quote of the week. Last week's movie quote was from Mean Girls. Again, struggling for ideas. This week's quote is this. Do you think anyone thinks I'm a failure because I go home to Starlet at night? Forget about it. So put your guesses in the comments, and I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you next week. Bye. Guns don't kill zombies. People kill zombies.